a technique. It's a tool that you want in your toolbox. Like so many other tools out there, it is really something that can assist you when life is, challenging and when things isn't flowing for you. So there's a lot of modalities out there and so many places where you can go to assist you. But why I love theta healing is because we always connect with the energy of all creation. And this is an energy that is a part of us, that is within us. And when we become still and quiet, we have access to this unconditionally. Theta healing is a meditative state which we access, and we go into a very deep meditation. And what happens is theta is a brainwave. So this brainwave is when you are just before you go into a very deep sleep, which is delta. Before you go into that deep sleep, you are in a very beautiful dream state. Your the brain frequencies, the cycles are very, very slow. Everything slows down. And in your first early years as a child, between the ages of 0 to 7, you are mainly in theta. Now, theta is that state where you are like a sponge and you're incredibly creative and you just absorb everything. Children learn like this, new languages, new skills. When you're in a theta brain frequency or brain wave, you have access to so much information. Monks, they meditate for years to reach this state of deep meditative state where you can access information from the all that is. And this is our birthright to have this energy. It's almost like, like that movie, The Matrix, where you can kind of go into the Matrix and download feelings and information. And in this brain frequency, in this state of being, we teach students to scan each other's bodies. So this is remote reading. So you can scan somebody, doesn't matter where they are in the world, and you can intuitively go into their energy space with their permission. Of course, we always ask permission. And as you scan their bodies, you will be able to start seeing. Now, this takes practice, and we practice this in all these courses. And the more you do it, the better you get at it. You scan the body, and eventually things will just be revealed to you. You will eventually be able to see inside the body. You will be able to see what is not ringing true, what organ is singing out of tune. And then you connect with this energy of creation and you ask for healing to be sent to those certain areas in the body, which is remarkable. I myself has witnessed so many healings in people's lives. I did an interview with Henny Roo, which was a client of mine, and he came to me with stage 4 colon cancer. And he came to me in March of that year. We did a beautiful session for him. Basically, what we do is we connect with this all that is energy of creation, and I'll see where in his life is things out of balance, whether it's spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, because it's always an imbalance in some of these areas that can cause a cancer in the body. We see what it is that he believes, because whatever we believe creates our reality. Okay, what you believe about yourself, what you believe about other people, what you believe about life, what you believe about God, so all these beliefs eventually create your reality. So first of all, theta healing is a modality that makes you conscious and makes you awake. You want to become conscious of what it is that you believe. Okay, there's a subconscious mind here that we are not always conscious of, and it creates on your behalf. This mind is a habitual mind, and it has stored information from when you were a baby in your mother's womb up to now, and it creates for you. It's designed to keep you safe. Okay, so it also stores information that you have genetically inherited from your ancestors, and this information is in your genetics. So it's very easy to see what you genetically believe. You can just look at what your parents believed or what your ancestors believed, and have a look at your grandparents and your parents and see what is the lives that they lived. And based on what they lived, they've experienced, that's what they believed. And you are the winner of that because you've got their genetic line. It's important to know that you have chosen your genetic line before you came into this incarnation, into this physical body. You chose very carefully your genetic line because you wanted to learn certain lessons and clear certain things. We don't choose our parents for their virtues. We mainly choose them for their vices, because what they cannot give to us, okay, we came to learn to give to ourselves. Now, we have to graduate our parents, and we, we have to learn from them. And eventually, we have to graduate our children as well. Your children and has chosen you also for specific reasons. And quite often, you want to be a perfect parent for your children because you felt that your parents weren't that perfect parent for you. And then at some point, probably when your kids become teenagers, you realize that you've actually become your parents. So this is beautiful life lessons in theta healing. We explore and see what it is that you believe that is creating your reality. There is a muscle testing exercise that we do that can uncover the subconscious beliefs. And then once we become conscious of what it is that we believe that is limiting us, we can align it and we discreate it and bring new beliefs in. We also give downloads where you can access feelings that you would normally maybe not have experienced in your life, but then we can just bring that in. Remember, this is a habitual mind. So we need to practice our new way of being. We need to practice our downloads, our feelings every day. It's got to become a new way of life. Theta healing is not just for somebody who wants to change their own lives. It's not just for somebody who wants to do healing in their own lives. When I started theta healing, I started with myself. I started it because things weren't going in my life the way that I thought it would. So just to quickly tell you a little bit about my story. In my country, I'm a celebrity. I was a singer-songwriter. I have about 10 albums. Yes, more than that because I've done a lot of collaborations. Highlights in my career was even to perform with Andrea Bocelli. I've done a tremendous amount of great things with my singing-songwriting career. I'm a multi-platinum singer-songwriter, seller. I have won multiple awards. A 2-time South African Music Award winner. And at that point in my life, 13 years ago, when I actually started doing theta healing, from the outside, it would look like, wow, she's got the perfect life. She's successful, she's wealthy. I am the mother of triplets. So my daughters were about 8 years old when I started doing theta healing. So for me, my life it was wonderful. I mean, from the outside, it would look, wow, this person is successful. She has the perfect life. She's got triplets. She's happy. Life is good. But something didn't feel good for me in my heart. I just didn't feel fulfilled. And I don't know if you felt like that. Usually when you start doing your act 2, it's here in your 40s, you think, oh, wow, I'm supposed to be established. I'm supposed to have things sorted out. I've created all this success, but why am I not feeling fulfilled? Why am I not feeling satisfied? What is missing? My mom passed away, and that was a great shock for me because she was not just my only friend, but she was my greatest support. And I also realized that I actually lived for her. I created all my success in music because somewhere deep inside me, I thought that it was my job to save my mother. I became so successful in an attempt to save my mother. And now she wasn't there anymore. My mom was not alive anymore. And suddenly I realized that my mom wasn't the one who needed saving. I needed the saving. Here I am at the peak of my career, successful, famous, married, have these beautiful children, but I feel so unfulfilled and I felt incredibly lonely. There was no connections. And this happens to people when they become famous. They're surrounded with a lot of people that work for them, but they just don't have a connection with the outside world. And I was desperately seeking for connection. I desperately wanted connection. My mom's death was a huge catalyst in my life to start doing healing for myself. And I was searching because if you go and listen to my music, you'll see that I often use terms like angel tongue, and I've always been clairaudient. So that means I hear sounds and vibrations and frequencies that the normal ear doesn't hear. And so I've always been hearing things in everything, and I wanted to explore this and see what is this. And when I did theta healing, as this technique is very much designed to help your intuitive abilities grow and expand. We are all very intuitive. And through this technique, all your psychic abilities, whether you're clairaudient or clairvoyant or claircognient, any of these abilities, they will start developing. Maybe you feel like you're an empath, meaning that you can feel other people's feelings. In Theta Healing, we teach you how to know what is your feelings and what is somebody else's feelings so that you don't get confused with this. Because if you don't know what's the difference between your stuff and other people's stuff, you're going to be kind of like a chameleon in this tumble dryer. You're always going to go through all these kind of emotions and never knowing what's really going on with you. Remember, we are very interconnected. Okay. And this is something that is so beautiful for me. I believe that we are all one. Every person that I meet and that comes across my path for me is a part of me. So I get to meet different versions of me all the time. Every person that comes into my reality, I see as somebody introducing a part of me that I have never met before. Now, sometimes we love those parts and sometimes we don't. Sometimes people really trigger us. And this is what we want to look at, because the people who trigger us are the ones that is usually coming to teach us the greatest lessons in our lives. Those parts of us that we cannot accept and love would be the ones that will challenge you mostly in life. So when I started Theta Healing, my intention was just to heal myself. I really just wanted to feel different. It's okay to know all these things, but I mean, there's a difference between knowing something and feeling something, right? And knowing something doesn't change your life. It's usually only when you can feel it that energy, that vibration starts emitting into the universe, and that's when you start connecting. So basically, I started to do my own healing for myself. That's why I started Theta Healing. But then as time goes by, I realized, and this is the wonderful thing about Theta Healing, they'll encourage you to do sessions with people. So when you take the basic course, I teach you the basic techniques of Theta Healing. And in the basic, you will already start to scan people. Now, usually in the first time you scan somebody, you'll probably not see anything. Maybe you've done this work for a long time and you'll see a lot. But if you haven't done this work, you might not see anything. But you mustn't be discouraged, because this is like a muscle and you just need to practice. And the more you do it, the more a brand new world will open up for you. So initially, I just did it for my own healing, but then I started doing sessions for people, session after session. And then every session I did became a personal healing for me. So I realized that when I do healings for other people, or see, we are not the healer. We ask the creator for the healing. We are just the witness. But as I witnessed all these healings in people, my life started to change and I started to heal. And then I was, it's something that I always tell my children, if you want to learn something, you take a course, right? You attend a seminar. But if you want to master something, you start teaching it. And that is when I got into teaching. I started doing the basic and the advanced, the dig deeper. I started becoming an instructor. And today I'm an instructor in about 20 of the Theta Healing courses. I do many different things. I'm an author. I'm an inspirational speaker. I still sing. I still do my music. I do many, many things. But Theta Healing is very close to my heart because it's one of the most amazing tools that I've got in my toolbox. And this is why I love teaching it. And I keep teaching it because every class I teach, I learn. Every client I see, I grow and I heal. So this is why I still teach Theta Healing. And for me, it's a wonderful tool, like I said, in your toolbox. The basic course, which is where you begin. Okay, so this is a brand new book that Vianna designed. There's an older version of the basic book, but this is the updated version. So when you start doing the basic course, this is a 3-day course, and you have to get this book. And in the basic course, you already learn how to scan somebody's body. You learn how to connect with the 7th plane of existence, with the all that is energy of creation. You learn how to witness healings in people's bodies. You even connect with some of the 5th plane beings, like your guardian and angels. And the reason we do this is so that you become aware of the difference between different vibrations. There's a different vibration when you connect with an angelic being and when you connect with the 7th plane of existence, with the energy of all creation. And it's important to know these differences, okay? So this is the first 3 days. Then you move on to the next 3 days, which is the advanced course. And in the advanced course, Now, the basic is a lot of information because we're basically just teaching you the technique. Once we get to advanced, you get to practice it a little bit more. And in the advanced course, we give you a lot of downloads of feelings that you need in order to heal your own life and in order to assist other people in their healing process as well. Now, you might just come to Theta Healing to do healing for yourself, or maybe you're doing Theta Healing because you want to enhance your practice. Maybe you are already a healer. Maybe you are already a coach. I have taught this technique to doctors, to psychologists, to physiotherapists. People come in here and they are already established in their practice, but they do this as an extra tool to enhance their practice. Okay. So once you've done the basic, which is also a 3-day course, you go a little bit deeper, and there's beautiful little techniques in healing the not just the body, but the mind. And we do a soul healing, we do broken heart healings, we clear floating free floating memories in the advanced course. A free floating memory is what happens when you maybe were in a coma or something happened and you weren't conscious, and or you were in an operation, and these kind of things can block us. People come to me for when they have seizures, and when people come with you with seizures, you always want to look at clearing free floating memories. So Vianna Stibal is the creator of Theta Healing, and she has created all this work and done thousands and thousands of sessions with people, and documented the beliefs that goes with each one of the systems in your body that could possibly be the cause of a disease or dis-ease in your body. After you've done the advanced course, which is 3 days, you move on to dig deeper. There's a reason why I always encourage people to do all 4 the first foundation courses, because the advanced is 3 days. The basic is 3 days, advanced is 3 days. This one is 2 days, and then the other one that is a foundation course is another 2 days. But these 2 are very important, because when you do dig deeper, you learn how to uncover the bottom beliefs that is creating your reality. And this is a digging process that is so wonderful, and you work on yourself, and you can also do it for other people to uncover what is it that they believe that is creating their reality. Once you understand how to uncover this, and let me make an example for you. People will come to me. There's an example. I'm going to give you 2 examples. I had one person coming to me, had a beautiful script written, and said, I want to make movies. I have this beautiful concept, but nobody wants to sponsor me. Nobody wants to give me the funds to make my movie. So I said, okay, let's have a look. We start digging. This is this process. We start digging, and we looked at what it is that this person believes. I found very quickly, because this is my strength. Everybody has a special strength, and you get to use this. But because I'm clairaudient, I hear people's limiting beliefs. This is my strength. So I very quickly discover that he believes receiving is, a weakness. When he received, it made him feel very vulnerable. And then when he receives, he would be in debt. And there were so many things, around receiving. And we had to heal that for him and pull that belief and replace it. And within a month, almost, it was about 2 months, I think, 2 months later, he received 1.5 million rand in South Africa sponsorship to make his movie. Once you clear a limiting belief, you align with your birthright, which is abundance. Your birthright is abundance. You're supposed to be thriving on every level of your life, in your relationships, in your health, and in your wealth. And when people come to you for healings, they'll come for these 3 things: healing in their relationships, healing in their health, and healing in their wealth. Okay. And what I have discovered is that if you break it down, any health issue and any wealth issue usually stems from relationship issues. And when you break that down and you get to the relationship issues, what you will discover is that there's one very, very, very important relationship, and that is the one that you're having with yourself. And the relationship that you have with yourself has been created through the relationship that you had mostly with your parents and your sibling and those early years of development. Okay. So you might have had a very critical mother, or a very abusive father, or whatever. And then eventually those people aren't in your life anymore, but you continue to play that same role for yourself. You continue to criticize yourself. You continue to bully yourself or punish yourself. And this is what we want to release and clear. And this is what Dig Deeper is about. There was also another case that I just want to mention. This woman came to me and she said to me, she's in her 40s, she wants to release weight, and no matter what she does, it doesn't work. I heard the Creator told me to ask her what happened when she was about 3-4 years old. And then she said to me she was actually molested at that time of her life. And the person kept saying to her, "You're so beautiful, you're so beautiful." Her subconscious mind stored the belief that it is not safe to be beautiful. Okay. So now in her 40s, she wants to release weight, but this is a habitual mind. And the subconscious mind is 1 million times stronger than your conscious mind. The conscious mind is where you make plans and you have dreams and you set goals, right? There's a future, there's a past, there's a present. Now, if the subconscious mind, which there is no time, everything just is in the subconscious mind, if it is not in alignment with what you want to do consciously, it's going to sabotage you because it is designed to keep you safe. So now she wants to release weight in her 40s, but this mind says it's not safe for you to be beautiful. And there's no ways that she's going to release that weight unless we go into the subconscious and teach it a new way and sort of reprogram it. And then from there, practice a new way of being. Because this is the habitual mind, you have to learn through repetition, doing it over and over again. One of my favorite courses is the 4th one, which is this one, the You and the Creator. Now, this course is so amazing and I love it because it actually simplifies the digging process even more from Dig Deeper. And you really learn how to connect and understand the energy of the Creator within you. And there's no more confusion after this course because you get to know yourself so well. And when you know yourself very well, you'll know the difference between when the Creator of all that is speaking to you, or when you are hearing your ego or your higher self or your lower self or your middle self. So this is a very beautiful course that just brings it all together. And these are the 4 foundation courses where we have to start with in Theta Healing. I love to encourage people to sign up for all 4, and that's why I give a scholarship prize if you sign up for all 4. Okay, so when you've done these 4 courses, this is when you begin. Then there's like about 22 or something more courses where you can learn about plants. You can learn about animals. You can do intuitive anatomy, which is a 15-day course where we work through each system in the body and you learn what is the belief systems that is stored in each one of these beliefs in these systems. And in that 15-day course, that is an incredible course because that is where you practice every day how to scan your own body, how to scan somebody else's body. You do this for 15 days after each other. So you need basic, advanced, Dig Deeper, and You and the Creator before you can do intuitive anatomy. But intuitive anatomy is the mother of Theta Healing courses. I believe after those 15 days, you'll be very, very well trained because you scan people every day and you really get good at this because the more you do this, remember it's a muscle, the better you get at it. Okay, so now the 7 planes of existences, you can only do that after you've done intuitive anatomy. But for me, this is a beautiful book and you can still get this book. And I would highly recommend that you get this book because the 7 planes of existences, I will explain this to you when we do the basic course, but just a quick run through. The first plane of existence is the plane of minerals, okay? In this plane of existence, you need to understand that all these planes of existences are within your body. Everything is within these planes of existences. The 7 planes of existences, the seventh plane is the energy of creation, which is within everything and everything is within it. I also always like to say, listen, you have a body. As a human, you will think that you're inside this body. But in truth, your body is inside consciousness. And that's what you are. You are pure consciousness. And the seventh plane of existence is pure consciousness. When we access this energy, there are no exchanges. But every other plane of existence has an exchange. When you work with crystals, which is the first plane of existence. Within your body, you have minerals and crystals. When you work with crystals, only through the first plane of existence, there is an energy exchange. You'll feel that you'll get tired because the crystals is requiring some of your energy in exchange. Do you understand? There's always an exchange, and there's a healing within each one of these planes. The second plane is the plane of plants. If there's a lack of minerals in your body, there's a lack of structure. If there's a lack of vitamins in your body, there's a lack of love. So the first is always support. The second is love. Then there's the plane of protein. This is the third plane of existence where we are currently existing in. We have a physical body and the animals are here. Now, this plane is a beautiful plane. Time exists here. This is not the only plane that is physical. There's the earth, there's many other physical planes of existences, right? But here we come and we incarnate in a physical body. Where we are born is on the fifth plane of existence. This is where our souls are from. The fifth plane of existence is the plane of duality, because on the top, within the fifth plane, there's many dimensions. And on the top dimensions is where we will find the masters like Jesus and Buddha. On the lower levels, we still have the fallens, and there's a great duality. But your soul is basically born on the fifth plane of existence. And then you go to the fourth plane, which is the plane of spirit. And there you learn many lessons. You go to the first plane to learn about it. You go to the second plane to learn about it. Finally, you incarnate in a physical body to learn about the physical plane. And all the time you go back and forth, back and forth. This is sort of like a creche. Okay, the spirit plane. And in the spirit plane, the healings we do there is through totem animals. We have spiritual guides. Your ancestors are there. Once you've graduated the third plane of existence, you ascend back to the fifth plane as an ascended master. Now, if you are currently listening to me, I teach very small groups and I teach the masters. You wouldn't even be here if you haven't already mastered this plane. Okay. Now, I teach the masters because I believe that when you come, you are ready to shift things easily and be of assistance to humanity. We are here to help humanity. You might come here today just to heal your own life, just like I did when I came across Theta Healing. But eventually you will see you'll be guided to go and assist many other people out there and remind them of who they are and what they are a part of, so that we can ascend as soul families. And I believe that if you come to learn from me, that we are soul family. So then the fifth plane is a beautiful plane where your soul family is, okay? And the sixth plane of existence is the laws of the universe. So people who work with the fifth plane, people who work with the fourth plane is usually shamans and medicine men, and they work with the ancestors. People who, healers who work with the fifth plane heals with angels, and there's also gods on this plane. Remember, gods that created everything. People who heal with the sixth plane of existence, they heal with numerology and sound and astrology and light healing, and there's lots of different kinds. But remember, each one of these planes has its conditionings. What we want to do through Theta Healing is connect you with the seventh plane of existence so that you work with the creator of all life. One of the most important things in Theta Healing is to acknowledge that there is an energy greater than all of us. And it's important to connect with that. We as Theta healers are the witness. We are not the healers. We ask the creator to do the healing and we witness. Now, when we ask something, it is already done. But by us witnessing it, we bring it into this time-space reality. And this is why the witnessing part is so incredibly important. In your life, you ask many things, and you are consciously sometimes not aware of what you're asking, because you not just ask a question like, please, can I be wealthy? Or please, can I get healthy? What you're asking is what you're feeling. And this, all that is energy, always just says yes to you. The energy just gives unconditionally. But you have free will. This is your power to choose. And you need to become conscious of what it is that you're asking. So you might be thinking, this is going to be a great day. And the all that is energy will say, yes, it is. Or you're going to say, this is a terrible day. And the all that is energy will say, yes, it is. Because whatever you think is what you're choosing. So you say, I'm healthy. Yes. The answer is yes. I'm ill. Yes. So everything that you think and feel is basically a question. And whatever you are emitting, the answer to that is yes. So it's very important to become conscious of what you think every day. And I find that this, now once you start doing theta healing, things will change for you, because we will teach you how to connect with this all that is energy. And we do a DNA activation for you in the basic course, which will now switch on within you more of the information that you came into this plane of existence. You have a very unique frequency. Okay, you are very important. Your life matters, and you are here for a reason. Okay, and you come with a beautiful, beautiful frequency that no one has. You are so unique, and it is so important for you just to be here. And you don't even have to do anything. But when you are here and you are experiencing joy and you feel the joy that you are, that is when you are being of the highest service to this planet. If you can access that beautiful vibration of joy within yourself, things will start changing, because we need to be the change that we want to see in the world. And we think that we have to do something, but the truth is we are already it. And if we can just be in that vibration of who we truly are and what we are a part of, we already make a huge difference on this planet. I'm very, very passionate about theta healing, because when I learned this technique, and I've learned many other techniques, I do breath work, and I believe that your toolbox box should be full of many, many tools. Go and do lots of modalities. And here's my advice: don't attach to anything. Anything that you attach to will limit you. Anything you put after I am limits you. You are a limitless, boundless, spaceless being. But having tools in your toolbox really helps you when challenges presents itself. And if you are a healer, even if you just want to heal your own life, or if you want to help other people, we teach a tremendous amount of beautiful techniques that can help you assist your clients and take your practice to the next level. All of us long for that very deep connection, a deep connection with ourselves, with other people, or with this all that is energy of creation. We all long for that connection. And this is what happened for me when I started doing theta healing. Up till that time, I felt like I was all alone, and connecting with this energy within myself, suddenly I realized that I'm a part of all that is, and I have not felt alone again. I have learned to practice every day, become quiet and connecting with this. I receive beautiful information and guidance in my life. And if I get stuck, I have many other theta healers that I can go to assist me. Because sometimes when we work on ourselves, it's like looking in the mirror and you're very, very close and you can't really see. So there's a community of theta healers. When you start doing courses, you connect with healers all over the world, and you can do exchange sessions once a month. I give a free session where people from everybody who studied with me come, and they do exchange sessions with each other just to help each other clear stuff and to practice the theta healing technique. So that is a beautiful, I do that once a month. You can do the first basic course, okay, which is 3 days, and you become immediately a practitioner, and you are registered with the Think Institute in America. Immediately after you've done the basic, okay, you can do the basic instructors as well, and you can start teaching it. Now, if you feel that you're ready after this, you can start teaching it. Remember, I say, as you teach, you become a master. But myself, I've done all what will there be? Yes, there's a certificate. Every course you get certified, you get a certificate, and you are registered in the USA with the Think Institute. You get certificates. You're a practitioner for the first 3 days, and then you can immediately become an instructor. But I first did most of the theta healing courses as a practitioner, and it took a lot of training for me before I even became an instructor. And then I tell you that Vianna allows people to become instructors because she trusts the Creator. And if you trust the creator, this work is guided by the creator. Okay. The minute you start thinking that you're doing the work, things are not going to flow for you. But if you can let go and surrender and trust the creator, you know that everything works out. So you can do the basic, and then it will immediately become a basic instructor. Then you can do the advanced practitioner and immediately become an advanced instructor. Now, not only is this a wonderful healing modality that can heal your own life and assist other people, but it can also be a great source of income. Once you become an instructor, you start teaching people this technique, and it can become a very lucrative business for you. Of course, you have to source your students and get your students to come in. But like I said, once you teach something, you master it. So for me, being an instructor has been a wonderful, wonderful journey. And I love teaching this technique. Yes, you do get certified and registered in America. And this is a very established modality all over the world. People recognize this modality. It is so beneficial for you. And it's the kind of tool that will absolutely change your life. We are supposed to have beautiful, joyful lives. Life is supposed to be easy and fun. And if it's not, there is something that you believe that is creating a limiting experience for you. In Theta Healing, you will uncover what that is and change your life for the better. So I give a discount of $20 so that you can purchase the book. For each course, you get a manual. So I do provide you with a manual, but you do have to have the book. And I strongly encourage you to read these books. Let's support Vianna because these books are incredible. Okay, this is years and years of research and practical work. Diseases and Disorder is an incredible book because in this book, you will find the limiting beliefs with each disease. You can only do this after you've done intuitive anatomy. I want to invite people to become quiet and ask Creator, if this is supposed to be for me, clear my calendar so that this can happen for me. Show me and make a way for me. Whether it is time or finances that's standing in your way, ask the Creator to clear the way for you so that you can do this. And everything that you need will be provided for you. Because things always work out for you. You are supposed to thrive, okay? And if you are here today, then this has called you, and there's a reason that you are listening to me right now. I just quickly want to do a little meditation with you so you can just feel this beautiful energy of the Creator, and I just want to give you a couple of downloads. So with a download, I say, would you like this download? You can just quietly say yes if you want it because I need your permission. I don't give you the download. We ask for this from the Creator of all that is, and I witness it for you. Okay, so close your eyes, take a nice deep breath in. Use your breath. Do 2 or 3 nice deep breaths in. And just release the tension. Gather energy from Mother Earth as you exhale and just pull the energy up into your feet through all your chakras. Zip it up through your body and feel it burst out of your crown in a beautiful ball of light. I want you to imagine you're inside of this energy ball. You can see the color of it. It can be any color. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, imagine taking your consciousness now up into the universe in this beautiful ball of light. Continue up, 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 up. Imagine going beyond the universe through many layers and layers of white, bright light. In between these little dark spaces, you just continue to go up and up through the next bright light, through the next bright light. Then you might go through a golden space that might feel familiar. I want to encourage you to move right through that into another bright light and into a jelly-like substance. Here you might see many rainbow colors. This is the laws of the universe. It gives us the illusion that we are in the physical. Continue until you feel a pink mist. This is the law of compassion. Allow this law to push you further up, 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 up. Way in the distance, you'll see a little opening that looks like a door or a window. Head up to that space. And take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, imagine going into the all that is energy of creation. You will feel a tingling essence move through your body. Imagine what it would feel like if you connect with the all that is energy of creation. Feel that tingling essence move through your body. Breathe in as much love and energy as you need. And as you move into this space, you will witness your ball of light dissolving and becoming part of this blue-white light. You and this light are now one and the same. As you continue to go deeper and deeper into Theta, you will be able to access more information. You will feel a deep sense of calm, serenity, and peace. Allow the all that is energy just to flow through every cell in your body and to every area of your life. You can make a command and say, Creator, Creator of all life. It is commanded that love be sent to every cell in my body on all belief levels. In the highest and best way, thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done. And then just witness, visualize, imagine this energy from the Creator flowing through your body, energizing you, bringing you back to wholeness. Use your breath. In this pure space of love, would you like to know what it feels like to feel your oneness, your wholeness, your connection with all that is, and that you are so worthy and deserving of love? And would you like to know what it feels like to receive this love unconditionally, and what love is through the truth and perspective of our Creator? If so, say yes. I will make the command. Creator, show us through your truth and perspective what this is and feels like, and that it is possible. On all belief levels, in every area of our lives, in all languages known to us, and in the highest and best way. Thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done. Show me. And I'm witnessing, and you can also witness as you receive this download. And as a part of all that is, you can just take a deep breath in. Bring in as much love as you need. Feel it flow through your body. Ground yourself in Mother Earth again. Gather energy, zip it back up through your feet, through all the chakras to your crown. Center yourself in your heart space. Take a deep breath in. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Beautiful. Now, we are always connected. We might feel like we're not connected, but we're always connected. It is impossible for us to be disconnected because, then we wouldn't be here or cease to exist. And you exist. You are part of existence. Okay, but there are so many things that we believe that makes us feel like we are not deserving or worthy, or that we have to prove our existence, or that we have to do something before we can get something. In Theta Healing, we clear all of this, and we teach you techniques how you can assist yourself and other people to just create the most beautiful lives. Remember, it is all already within you. You are within it. We suffer because we cannot believe that we are it, because we have all these conditionings that we are separate and that we have to earn or work for it or suffer for it. These are the conditionings that we need to clear so that we can vibrate in this highest frequency of wholeness and oneness that we are already a part of unconditionally. One thing that is important is to know that even right now, in this moment, if you just choose to focus on joy, on the solution and not the problem, things will already start to change for you. So if I may just leave you with this one last thing. Do your best every day to just look at everything that is going right in your life. Fill your heart with so much gratitude, because just the fact that you can see me is a gift. Just the fact that you have a body that you can move around in, it's a gift. Everything in this life is so miraculously beautiful. I believe that we are already in paradise. We are already in heaven. We cannot see it because we've been conditioned to not see it. But it's here. All the abundance you need is here. All the joy you need is already here. What we do with this technique is to clear the limitations and the conditionings that is preventing us from seeing it and from experiencing it. what's going to happen if you now want to do the basic? I send you a payment link wherever you are in the world. You can either pay through PayPal, and if you're in South Africa, I can just send you my banking details and you can pay me like that. Otherwise, I send you a payment link through PayPal. Like I always say, anything is possible if you believe it.